Hey everybody, welcome to Average Guy Opinions. I'm your average guy, John Corelli, and I realize this is very overlit. No, it's not actually overlit. I'm actually coming to you from the pits of hell. I'm surrounded by flames, I'm surrounded by creepy crawly crickets, and man, I'm just exhausted. I got 4 more days of this stuff with my dad. He's making it as difficult as he can, and you start questioning yourself after a while. I know, Jennifer, you can relate to the why is this person treating me this way? I don't. It's weird because is it all the dementia or the memory loss or the aging process? You ever wonder if you did something personal? Did you do something? I honestly, I figure sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm sorry I was born, and if that ruined your life, but I didn't ask you to have sex with my mom and pay those consequences. It just seems like, and I've been so loyal and so giving this summer of my time. I've basically trashed this summer, and summer means a lot to me. I've always been good to my kids during the summer, whether it's through camping or going on trips or just spending time with them, and especially now because I'm realizing, and I think a lot of people are realizing this, that it's a good thing, but it's a tough thing to be your kid's best friend because of COVID. Really, my kids haven't had contact with their friends in what, a year and a half now, and so I've become their best friend. Like tonight, um, I watched a silly movie called Psycho Gorman with Logan, and outside of that, I did no relaxing at all. I had an easy day at work. I can't complain about that. But then you fight this stressful traffic. You fight these little fucking 17, 18-year-old assholes in the parking lot of the school. I mean, some of these kids drive like absolute animals. Um, and you go through all the construction and all the butthead drivers to get across town to get home. You come home, you do laundry, you do dishes, you make dinner, you work on your special needs kids paperwork so he can get a job next week. You do more dishes. You watch a movie. You exercise with your oldest for an hour, and then and then you just want to collapse. And Logan was in my room, which is fine. He was in there doing homework, which is great. But he knocked over some of my stuff, and I got in there and I was like, "Were you planning on picking this up? This is my room. I'm letting you in my room, and you knock shit over." And I kind of snapped on him a little bit, but I took, I backed off for a while. I went and did more dishes, and I said, "Come on in here. I want to talk to you." I go, "I got 4 more days of this shit. I hope Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of your absolutely inconsiderate psychopath grandfather making life as difficult for me on this journey as he can. I need you to do an effort, okay? You see me, I come home. I measured the hours today. Honestly, I was up at 5:30. It's 11:30 now. That's 18 hours. I relaxed for 2 of them. I mean, I honestly was just going and going and going and going and going. Oh, now you can see the pits of hell now that the rest of the fire went out. Um, so yeah, it's I had a little lecture with him and said, it really feels like a fuck you when you knock over my shit in my room and just leave it there until I come and pick it up. I'm not asking for a lot. I make all the meals. I do all the dishes. I ask you to do your homework. I'm being your best friend right now, watching the movie with you. I'm doing all I can. You know how soul sucking it is for me to go over to your grandfather's house and just waste time there. And when the time's not being wasted, I'm either getting insulted or getting pushed around. I need you to fucking bring it the next four days. Not even ask for a lot. Get your dishes to the sink. Don't knock my shit over and leave it there, okay? Dante does what he's supposed to do. He always does. He really does, and it's amazing that way. I'm very fortunate to have a special needs child who knows what to do. He actually today he called his service providers, or he texted them and said, "Oh, I'm going to be working these hours, so we're going to have to adjust the schedule." And I was like, "That's amazing. How do you do that?" I got to back up these flames. I got to move them forward. because I can't see the clock on my phone because they're all washed out because of the fire. Okay, I'm about halfway through. So what I really want to talk about today, I didn't want to just bitch the entire 10 minutes, but I am extremely tired, and hopefully everything goes well on Saturday and Sunday with my father. But I did want to talk about some things I'm excited about too. Some of you, my sweet adoring fans, hopefully saw my silly show that I was um, on Monday night, and I had so much fun with that. I hope I get to be on it again or maybe host it sometime. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. I was really happy. I was really impressed with myself because we don't get those questions are not they're not nothing's given to us. We're going in cold, so to speak, right? There's no you don't get to prepare for the questions. You don't. I didn't even know that my friend Jeff Cohen was going to be the other comic on the show. I knew Christina was hosting it. I asked her. I said, "Who else is on it?" She goes, "Another old man like you." And I go, "Well, there's several comics in their 50s around town." So I was like, "Just tell me." She's like, "No, I'm not going to tell you." I was like, "All right." So I love Jeff, and he's really funny. And we've traveled to Pueblo together and done comedy, and we've hung out a little bit. Um, and we've worked, he's worked for me. And so it was a lot of fun to do that with him. And it's just, but when I was really proud of that line that when they said, "What is the name of Rihanna's makeup company or makeup line?" I called it Chris Brown Cover Up. Now, I don't want you to think that I think domestic abuse or violence is funny, but I do think you can joke about anything. That's an old George Carlin line, right? You can joke about anything and try to make it funny. Um, oh, and also, I'm very excited about this. This is a big deal. These are probably the things that keep my spirits up because my spirits were down not only because of all I'm doing and me losing my temper faster than usual and me not being as patient with people as usual and almost feeling depressed. But my I got a really cool offer last night, and I got the script for it today. That I'm going to be in a movie. I'm not. It's not like a big deal, but it's cool to me. And these guys are making movies. That's what they are doing with their lives, and they're really cool guys. Logan Dimert and Max Aguiar. They do they do what's called Janky Jank Productions. I watch a lot of these videos, so thank you guys. I appreciate you for trusting me with a role in your film and giving me a small part, but a fun part. And I'll do my best to do my best in about a month when we film this thing. And I'm getting paid for it, so it's really cool. I feel like I'm being overpaid, but shh, don't tell them. Maybe they won't watch this video. But really, I am looking forward to. I'm going to be Uncle Kevin. It's going to be my name. I'm going to be like a really timid guy, and I haven't read yet. I just got it today, so hopefully I'll get to read it. I'd love to read it this weekend, but I don't plan on doing anything this weekend except supporting my father. So I'm sorry about all the bitching the first 5 minutes of this video, but life is generally good. Life's. It's hard to be a human, isn't it? It's just nothing. Life's never going to be perfect because you got to die. That's uplifting, but you do. You gotta deal with death. I'm going to be probably dealing with death very soon. My dad just told me yesterday, said, I know you're not going to like this, but you should plan on having a storage unit ready. And I was like, yeah, why? Because if I end up in the hospital, there's no point in moving me into Marycrest. And I was like, well, if we're paying for it, there actually is a point in moving you into Marycrest, right? I mean, it may be the most expensive storage unit there is, but if it's paid for and I doubt we can get the money back, might as well just stick your stuff in there. I don't know. But so, it's always going to be something. And I'm sorry I'm not a lot of fun this whole month. And I knew it would be. I've told you guys several times, August was going to suck. It's coming to a head. I'm hoping in a few days when August ends that all this stress will end. We'll see. And then maybe I can start getting into more major political developments and world affairs and things like that. Like I want to do 10 minutes on Haiti because oh my God, what a place to live and what they go through. So yeah, they had an earthquake and I think a hurricane within like 4 days of each other, and it was like a 7.3 earthquake. It was not a picnic earthquake. So when you get down the dumps and life is looking terrible, just remember you can always live in Haiti. I'll end on that. Thanks, you guys. That wasn't a very fun video, but I had to crank one out because I'm behind on everything. Bye.